Hi, it's Elise here at Bowman Library with a whole new middle grade book spotlight. So for this week, we are exploring one of my favorite topics. We've done it for the past couple of years, but we can only do it once a year, okay? Suspense over. We are going to be taking a look at books that have been around for the past 10 years, meaning they were published all the way back in 2014, okay? And I know that seems like a long time away. I promise you, it really isn't. And there were some amazing books that came out this year. We have some first in a series, we have some standalones, we have some books that are still like popular today, maybe one you never heard of before, but that's what the great thing is about having books from a period of time. Little something for everyone, something new to explore. So let's get started. We have 6 amazing books from 2014 to take a look at. Our first one is The 14th Goldfish. So life of 11-year-old Ellie has not been the best lately. She's entered middle school, she's lost her best friend, and she doesn't really know what she enjoys. Things get even weirder when one evening her mom brings home a strange boy. When Ellie finds out that this strange boy is actually the 13-year-old version of her scientist grandfather because he's discovered how to reverse aging, Ellie does not know what to think or expect from this whole situation. As she starts to spend more time with her grandfather, though, and realizes that they have more in common than she thought, especially more than what she does with her parents, her love of science is ignited and she starts to find her place in the world, filled with humor, family, science, and there's a little bit of some like philosophical questioning of the universe mixed in. This is a story that will have you thinking a little bit differently as you read through it compared to maybe how you typically think about through a normal fiction story. This is The 14th Goldfish. Sky Raiders. This is book 1 of the 5 Kingdoms series. We meet Cole and his friends on Halloween at the beginning of our adventure here, and as they decide they are going to go inside on Halloween into a haunted house. When they enter, though, this house is not a typical haunted house. Instead, they find themselves kidnapped and in another world known as the Outskirts, where they are going to be sold as slaves. Like, there is no chance probably they are ever getting back home. Like, there are so many questions here, okay? Cole is taken from his friends, though, and he is sent to work as what's called a Sky Raider. Now, this is an individual whose job it is to steal valuables and treasures from floating castles, okay? As he starts to make new friends with his fellow Sky Raiders, and he learns they each have a unique power and ability, he decides he needs to escape and find his friends, and he's going to need their help. It is when he discovers that one of his new friends is actually a princess in hiding that she makes a deal. If Cole helps her to overthrow her father, who is known as the Evil King, she will help Cole get back to his friends. He decides, yeah, I'm going to take you up on that offer, but soon, yeah, things quickly spiral downhill, and he learns it is not very easy to overthrow a king, especially one that's called an evil king. And Cole's going to have to step up and become a hero if he's actually going to be successful. If you like some fantasy with some pretty crazy epic adventure mixed in, nonstop action, this one right here, Sky Raiders. Absolutely almost. So no matter how hard he tries, 10-year-old Albie never feels like he fits in. And he has trouble doing other things that students easily in his class do. Struggling with learning disabilities, he has been going to a private school for the past, as many years as he can remember. But he is now headed to a public school for the first time in his life because they have more services to help him learn or easier in what he needs to do. Albie struggles with making friends in his new school. He's being bullied, and he's feeling like his parents really do not understand him, nor do they really want to understand him. It is when his mother hires a new nanny that things start to change, as college-age Callista sees him for him and encourages Albie to be okay with who he is, and that's all he needs to be. This realistic story is one that every reader can relate to, at some point in our life. It may it may not be the same situation as Albie is in, but we've all felt like we don't fit in, and that we're not understood. Helps us see through eyes we've been through, as well as through the eyes of others around us. This is absolutely Almost. The Boundless. Oh, this one's a good one. Okay, so all Will wants is adventure. But that's not going to happen, as he is expected to follow in his father's footsteps. He's a railroad executive. Not the fun, adventurous job that Will wants for himself. Due to his father's job, though, Will finds himself on the maiden, that's the first voyage, of the world's largest and most luxurious train ever built. And it's called the Boundless. Setting to go across Canada with over 1,000 railroad cars, Will finds himself running for his life as he witnesses something that he should never have seen, as well as holding a piece of evidence that could end everything for everyone who is involved. Everyone he meets has their own agenda, and he has no idea who he can trust while he's on board this train, and who knows it's going to end up, because it's going to be on him to survive on his own if he's going to make it through this voyage. If you like your adventure with non-stop action, some mystery, a little bit of crime, and some Sasquatch appearances, this has it all. You won't be able to put this one down. Another amazing one by Kenneth Oppel. This is The Boundless. Rain. So Rose is different from everyone else in her family and class. She has Asperger's, which makes her see the world differently. She also loves homophones, or also known as hominins, prime numbers, patterns, and routines. Living with her dad one day, he brings home a dog that was in the rain, and Rose decides to name the dog Rain. One evening, though, in the middle of another storm, Rain accidentally gets out and is nowhere to be found. So Rose decides she needs to go outside and find her dog. This, though, means leaving her routines and the safety of everything she knows, which is something she's never really done before. You will follow Rose on her journey of trying to find Rain and conquering her fears, cheering her every step of the way. I do promise you this, it is an okay ending, okay? Nothing bad happens, okay? I will just leave it at that. Like, if you're an animal lover, I'm right there with you. I usually don't read animal books, but this one has an okay ending, okay? So, yeah. Just, you don't have to prepare yourself. So this is Rain. And our last one from 2014 is Half a Chance. So 12-year-old Lucy finds herself from Boston moving to a house on a lake in New Hampshire at the start of her summer. First day she is there, she meets Nate, who is the grandson of her next-door neighbor. And they soon become fast friends, with Nate showing Lucy everything. When she meets Nate's grandmother, Lila, she soon realizes that Lila is suffering from dementia, which makes her forget things, and Lucy wants to help her out. All Lila really wants is to see the loons on the lake. So Lucy decides that she wants to buy a motorized raft in order to help Lila be able to have that experience one more time in her life. To get the money for this raft, she decides to enter a photography contest. But this proves more difficult than she could have thought, because she's going through some stuff personally, and also she's not the best photographer there is. So she's going to have to get better if she's going to win this contest. If you like a good realistic book, which really takes a look at family and friendship, set during the summer on a lake, this is the one for you. This is Half a Chance. So these are just 6 of the books from 2014, okay, 10 years old, celebrating a birthday this year. So come on out, check out one of these, or we have plenty of others from 2014, or many, many, many other years, okay? You're not just limited to 2014. But it might be a good place to kind of check one out that maybe you haven't read before. We are here to help you find whatever that perfect book is you're looking for. I hope you have an incredible week, and I hope you tune back next time for a whole new middle grade book spotlight.